Okay, back to where I was, because I kind of only planned for one video on this, but I can more than I thought. But anyway, back to prostitution. The fact that it hasn't been legalized yet, I would say, is mainly because, or at least
predominantly because of this theological and this conservative mindset. Because I don't want to say Christian, because when I started out with this whole thought, I thought, Christian. But after talking to a few other people about it, or one other person about it, and getting a more of a widened viewpoint on it that I could do simply on my own, I've come to more of a conclusion that it's more of a religious mindset, because there are tons of religions aside from Christianity and aside from even mainstream religions that consider prostitution wrong. And I don't see why, other than that their book says it's wrong. I mean, I see no ethical problems with this. It is a human being who, with their own autonomy and their own consciousness, wants to make a choice. Let's say there is a woman with her own autonomy and her own freaking consciousness, and she says, "Hey, I want to make a quick $500. I know, I'll go do some disturbing unnamed sex act with some guy who wants to pay $500 to have this disturbing unnamed sex act done to him." The guy pays her the money, she does the act, or she does the act, he pays her the money, one way or the other. Whatever. Both parties are happy, both parties are satisfied with the service, it's done, it's over with, it's commercialism. It's like saying, "Hey, I want to go buy a pair of fucking jeans. I'm going to go give $20 to fucking Walmart." Walmart's like, "Hey, I'll sell you jeans for $20, here you go." You walk away, one party has the product, or has the experience, in the case of prostitution, the other has the money. In fact, you know what? A better example, a better metaphor would be like a theme park. A theme park. You go up to a theme park, you give them $80, you go in, have a whole fun experience and a fun time, you walk away with a great experience and fun memories, and you know what? The theme park has your money. In this case, the prostitute would be the theme park. You come to her, give her your money, you get a bunch of fun little experiences and memories, you walk away, and she has your money. She's happy, you're happy, everyone's cool. Why this is a problem in our country and why this is illegal makes no sense to me. Because, like drugs, while it's illegal, you're going to have problems with it. I think that's the most dangerous thing. By leaving it illegal, you're causing some major issues in this country. Marijuana, for example. When buying marijuana, you have to be careful. I mean, most of you who watch this fucking know that already, but people will cut their shit with all sorts of addictive substances and all sorts of much harder illegal drugs in order to get you hooked so you come back to them. You have no idea what the fuck they're cutting your shit with. And that's just pot, You get cocaine, God fucking knows what they're cutting that shit with. Because they know you're going to come back to buy more from them. And they don't give a shit. They're going to cut it with whatever they can so they can save money and make more money. That's what it is. It's a business. Now, if it was government regulated, there's only a certain amount of shit they could do that with. I mean, right now, they do that anyway. Fucking beef, or all beef hot dogs. I'm sure there has to be about a certain percentage of beef, but I doubt it's 100. I seriously doubt it's 100%. But I mean, there's so many things that are cut with other stuff in society, but it's cut at a point where it causes no damage. Now, if drugs were legalized, they could regulate them properly. They could make sure you could buy weed and you could do it without having to worry about, fucking smoking in some heroin or some coke or crack or whatever the fuck they cut their shit with to get you addicted. You really could. And the fact that it hasn't been fixed yet is a problem. The same thing with prostitution. It would be regulated, it would be monitored. It would have to be done by legitimate businesses with a license. And if done that, which again would cause more money for the government and another way to get us out of debt. But it's beside the point. It would have to be done with a license and by legitimate businesses. Meaning, those businesses would have to fucking meet some standards. And I'm pretty sure in the case of prostitution, those standards would probably be along the lines of clean facilities, clean women, health insurance for their workers, whether they be men, women, or whoever makes the conscious decision to work for them. Which also means people who go to prostitutes would not be getting sexual diseases. If they gave them, they would probably, there would be a little issue there. I don't really know how you'd resolve that one yet. But
The idea of prostitute and paid for sexual diseases would go down immensely. The whole the whole fucking issue of cops dealing with people who are just trying to get laid would go down immensely, leaving them to deal with real problems like, fucking people jacking cars, people fucking murdering other people. It would make a better use of our tax money on the police system, and all the money, or the taxed money that is going to come off the businesses that are dealing with this prostitution would go straight to the government, which would also help us increase our society and, better it. I don't understand why no one has done this yet. Obviously, I'm not the first person to think of it. There's no fucking way I'm the first person to think of it. And why it hasn't been implemented yet is completely retarded. I mean, honestly, it makes no fucking sense to me. It needs to be fixed. This whole country needs to be fixed. It really does. Because as of right now, our biggest businesses would be food, shelter. There was one more that I can't remember. Balls. I lost it, motherfuck. There are three main things that are succeeding right now. Real estate. That's it. You have food, you have real estate, real estate is shelter. There was a third one. What the fuck was the third one? Son of a bitch. This is gonna bug the fuck out of me now. What the fuck is the third one? God fucking damn it. Food, place to live, third one, whatever. There's a medicine. That's it. Medicine. Fucking medicine. Food, place to live, medicine. Restaurants, real estate, and hospitals. Those are our three biggest businesses in this country. And technology, as a whole, has invaded all three of those businesses and is doing better than all three of them. Now, the factor of drugs not becoming a business, and I mean outside of currently legal pharmaceuticals, the factor of those drugs not becoming a business, I mean, they're already a major business in this country. Why we're not using them as a legal resource to better our country, I don't know. Why sex is not a current business in this country, I don't know. It should be. Legally and ethically, there's no reason for it not to be. It should all be fixed. It's bullshit, and this country needs some serious fucking revamps. Otherwise, we're going to have way more problems coming down the road. Honestly.